Now, what if your struggles are stepping stones to your greatest heights? Now, pain is a gift. Now, that's a book written by Tosin Imogeme. She's otherwise known as T.I., that's what we call him here. He's a friend of the house. Now, this book tries to spin a positive angle to pain and adversity, and also tries to get us to pay attention to the lessons that we are meant to learn from hard times. Tosin is a trainer, author, pain therapist, and public speaker. He's also the founder of T-High Inspires, a training and consulting company. Thank you so much, Tosin, for joining us this morning.
It's a pleasure.
Now, this book is revelatory, as is, is a way, it sparks curiosity. Once you see it, you're like, pain is a gift, what does it mean?
Yes.
And you should, but I think most people should get this book. For many reasons, but you're going to tell us why you decided to even choose this title.
Oh, okay. Well, like I always say, being around, speaking about pain, I tell people that I didn't choose the right pain as a gift because I felt people have been going through pain and then I needed to find a solution. No,
Yeah.
I went through pain myself. I went through what I call the fiery furnaces of this life. And I tell people that when pain struck me, I died to who I was to give birth to who I am still becoming. So I went through pain, I went through a lot of hardship. And then one day I was reflecting on my life and I realized that, Tosin, you're no longer who you used to be. You've grown. Everything you've gone through, you've grown through it. Looking back on my life, being born into a privileged background, life was so easy, but because life was so easy, for the kind of potential I have, it made my potential begin to, it began to kill my potential. So I needed to go out there and then get out of my comfort zone and experience life. And so one of the first jobs I got was as a plate washer, as a dishwasher, despite the fact that I was a graduate of University of Lagos. I read economics. Now imagine being a graduate and then...
And being a dishwasher.
Plate washer, dishwasher, in one of the renowned hotels in Lagos. It was a humiliating experience, but amazingly, that was where I found my purpose. That was where I discovered myself, and that's how I began to develop. And, I went through so much that I cannot even tell you in 31 hours.
Yeah.
I can't tell you,
it's amazing.
That's why it's a book.
Yeah.
The book contains...
A lot of your own personal story. I mean, one of the things that... when you read through the book, it was like you were taking people on a journey.
Yes.
First, you started with why pain.
Yes, of course. Why do we have to go through pain?
Yeah, why do we have to go through pain? And there's also a review that I saw, which was sort of like an analogy, talking about why do people respect soldiers so much.
Exactly.
Just talk to us about that.
Yeah, now, you see, when you see a soldier, the first thing you respect a soldier. Why? Because, he's gone through a lot of pain, hardship, and by virtue of what he's gone through... To
be called a soldier in the first place,
he's soldier. So, and then, the truth is, even when we go for NYSC, they put us through a lot of pressure, pain. Why? Because they're trying to prepare us for the future, prepare us for the marketplace, prepare us for what life has in store for us. Yeah. So when you see a soldier, he's gone through all kinds of stuff. For example, during one of their trainings, they lock them into a room and they are stuck. There's so much so that, they can't even breathe, they can't move around. And then they release tear gas into the room and they begin to cough, cry, sneeze, cry. Some of them want to go home, quit. But over time, they get used to it because the mind adapts to whatever comes.
Exactly. Is this why you then said, there's something, the second chapter where you talked about pain reveals us. It's almost like you saying it brings out our strengths.
Yes, it brings out our strengths. It reveals our purpose, our mission in life. Like I said, it's a book, and there are different dimensions to it. Yeah. And this book has caused a chain reaction in my life. Now, pain reveals us is something else entirely. Let me give you an example. Louis Braille from France. Louis Braille was blind. He got blind. He wasn't born blind, but he got blind at the age of 2. He got blind in his father's shop while he was playing one of his father's tools. Despite, his disability, he still remained a genius. But he became frustrated having to just listen in class and not be able to see. So he started looking for means whereby he could see and then learn better. But he went to the blind school in France, and they were only still reading out notes. So at that time, Napoleon, a soldier, someone, an army at that time, sent a code to the blind school to help them with, help them write, because there was this code whereby they use during the war, battlefield, whereby they send information to themselves. So when he got it, it was a 12 code, but he streamlined it to 6. I don't know if you've ever seen the Braille system.
Of course
if you've ever seen a blind student writing before, they punch, you know. Yes, that's it. So he simplified that device. He invented that device at the age of 15, a blind student. When he invented it, it wasn't accepted, but he kept on improving and improving and improving. To cut a long story short, he died at age 43, but he died knowing that he had fulfilled his purpose.
And he had changed the world.
And he had changed the world. It wasn't accepted at that time, but years after his death, it became inducted. And till date, there's no latter technology that has been able to better that system. And he has, been commemorated on 4 or 5 different currencies all over the world. He's on $1 coin, he's on euro, he's on different currencies.
It's amazing.
Now, the point is, sorry to cut you, the point is this. If he had not been blind, trust me, he would have become a doctor, an engineer, something else. But that pain that was in his life was what directed him to solve that problem and then bring revolution to the world.
So got his life's purpose. And,
yes, that was his purpose. Yes, that was his purpose. If he wasn't blind, he probably wouldn't have cared about blind people.
Now, one of the things that you said in this book, which I thought one can call it instructive, the fact that pain is inevitable.
Yes.
So at some point, somebody will lose a parent, or something would happen that people will experience pain no matter what.
Difficulty.
A woman giving birth.
Yes.
Whatever it is, pain is inevitable.
It is.
But then you said that suffering is optional.
Yes.
Yeah, talk to us.
Someone said, it's not the load you carry that wears you down. It's how you carry it. You see, one situation can happen, occur to happen to 2 people, and then they perceive it differently. There's this analogy of, the traffic. The traffic driver sees it as pain, or he doesn't like it, he sees it as discomfort. But the gala seller or those hawkers, they see it as an opportunity.
Right.
Do you understand? Now, I give a story whereby I said 2 students they lost their parents few days to their examination. Now, the first one was frustrated. He felt bad about it, and that debilitated his courage and everything he needed to, succeed in the examination. While the second one, he saw the situation as an opportunity to commemorate his mother, an opportunity to give back to his mother. Right. And then he said, I'm going to pass this exam. I'm going to ensure that I make the best out of this examination to honor my mother because she's done so much to me. So that's it. When people go through circumstances, some people, they get overwhelmed by it. While others, they see it as a stepping stone. They become motivated and they want to make the best out of the moment. That's why I said something about pain being a fuel. That's the 4th chapter. I said, let your pain be your fuel. Yeah. So sometimes when certain things happen to you, it gets you angry, it gets you upset, it charges you, and then by virtue of that situation, you see yourself doing more than you possibly could have done.
Now, talk to me, Tosin, about, or talk to someone out there right now who, despite everything you said, they still don't feel like pain is a gift. Because sometimes you talked about that pain can be a fuel. It can be what will make you decide that, I'm going to go out there and do it. But there are some people who pain just completely disables them. And they just decide, you know what, I can go on with life. 30 seconds. What do you want to say to such a person? Now,
you see, first and foremost, like I always say, pain is a gift. And you see, there's a saying that a smooth sea never made a skillful mariner. If you live an easy life, you live a worthless life. It's the pains, it's the challenges, it's the difficulties that you go through that make your life more meaningful, that makes your life more fulfilled, that makes you focus on God, that makes you focus on the important, the salient things about life. If I hadn't gone through pain, this book would not be written. It's because I went through pain that this book was, written. Most times when people go through pain, they live a lackadaisical life, they spend money lavishly. But when they go through hardship, they know the value of things.
Wow. Thank you, Tosin, for writing this book. And hopefully everybody can get a copy. Where can I find you on Instagram?
Yeah, TIinspires.com.
TIinspires.
TIinspires.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's a great book.
Yeah.
Great to have you.